Hey there everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2. We are out of here. Let's go ahead and... oh, can we leave? There we go. This old orbital shuttle doesn't have a hyperdrive, but it can get you out of the restoration zone. Yes, please. Let's go to that polar region we were seeing earlier. Sounds like a good plan. Hey, Cannock. I like how they're playing the goofy B4D4 music here.
Statement. We have arrived too late.
Uh-oh.
The target has evaded us. We must... Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The Bay Control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well, this can't be any worse than last time.
Oh.
So that's the hole in the SHIELD network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me.
Oh, and it can be worse than last time. Much worse. Oh boy.
So that's the hole in the SHIELD network, huh? You've gotta be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Don't worry, Atten, I know it's not. I do find it kind of a little jarring how it keeps switching between cutscenes and, like, in-game engine stuff like that. Another crash landing.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself.
Yeah, you can say that.
Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and his allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences.
Hey guys.
Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably.
Sure.
Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
Well, the only hostilities here are the ones that you bring to the table. So why'd you shoot me down?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
Yeah, you can certainly try. So how many of you guys are there?
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi, there are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
Yeah, you can say that. Let's do this. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna take care of these mines. Okay. I think that mine kind of did a little bit of damage there. Let's heal up first. Okay, let's do this. Ah! Really? I didn't want to do this in this fight. I mean, come on. Really? I died? Are you kidding me? Okay, at least Atton has a level up too. Okay. I'm gonna even the odds by leveling Kreia up. Let's do this. And powers. Ooh, we got determination. Nice. Let's go Force Whirlwind. What is this? Oh, suppression. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll go with Force Whirlwind. Alright. Yeah. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Do you see just how fast he cut us down there? You've got to be kidding. That's... Wow. Okay, Atton is all we've got left now. I guess the good news is that there's only 2 of them now, right? And he's got a couple levels up because we haven't used him in a while. So I'm going to use one of those now. With just skills, but still. Anything to get our full health. And I'll save that level up here for later. How can you miss? They're standing right there. Okay. Ooh, feats. Okay. Let's get, okay, what's a good option here? Let's get improved Power Blast. Alright, it's our last level. Alright, Atton. Gotta come through for us here, man.
Time to even the odds.
Ah, okay. Med packs it is. You want to do it like this? We'll do it like this. I hate this fight so much. Alright, I believe we got an autosave when we first got here. I'll just skip through the conversation and start this over again. It's weird, like the first time I played this game, I feel like I didn't have any trouble with fights like this. Now, for some reason, it's just really difficult. I must have just gotten lucky with good armor and stuff. You know, speaking of armor, maybe we should equip Atton a little bit more. I didn't think of that. Ah, I'm so stupid sometimes. Oh, I forgot, we can't skip over this stuff that has a cutscene type view in it.
Field assessment.
Yeah, field assessments. Okay, guys, get up. Up, 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 up. I hate redoing things in an LP, I really do. Alright. Oh wait, we did that. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. This time I'm gonna try to be careful not to get one of them come toward us. Kreia, no. I didn't mean to do that. Why? I should have saved one of my level ups for this. You know what? I'm just gonna let this go and just see how things go here.
Let us end this.
You know what? I'm gonna do this and go flurry them to death here. Okay, Kreia's down. Alright, I need some healing. Yes! Come on. Okay, we're dead. Come on, Atton. You got this, man. Come on, we can do this. Yes, he missed. Okay, good. Considering how slow those blasts go, you'd think that I can dodge those. Okay. Just to be on the safe side, let's level up. Okay. Come on. Come on, Adam. Yes! Oh, I hate that fight so much. Alright, and we got an HK control cluster, which is the second of the parts we need to build the HK-47. And one last... Okay, so they're just droid upgrades. Alright, guys. We don't want that to ever happen again. Please don't scare me like that again. That was terrible. Man, I love my improved heal. This is awesome. Alright, now to business. We need to find out what is up here. And I think that little hill there is where we need to head. Also, Beodur, what's happening here, man? Beodur looks as if he was knocked unconscious by the explosion. If you can find refuge, then he should recover in time. Alright, let's hope we can find some refuge over here. Is this the entrance? Aha, here we go. Polar Plateau Interior. Uh-oh. Who are these people? I don't know if I like this. I like how we look back there.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Hey, you look like, the girl who was by the Ebon Hawk earlier.
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense people come to no harm.
Alright. Well, we didn't really want to fight anyway, especially after that.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
Yeah.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Uh-oh.
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atton. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atton, But there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dajaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Wow, Kreia. Wow.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the Exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
First of all, what have you done with my friends?
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
I didn't mean to come here. I just want my ship.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
No, the Force brought me here.
You presume much. The Force does not guide your movements, not anymore. Its connection was lost when you fell. Perhaps you feel that the Force also led you to the Mandalorian Wars as well, but in truth it only led to your exile.
In case you couldn't tell, Atris here is part of the Jedi Council that exiled us. So, yes. Maybe you should admit that the Council was partly at fault for this.
You and all the Jedi who followed Revan caused the Jedi Civil War. It was because the need to wage war burned within you. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
Well, I am grateful that my punishment wasn't worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I have kept it, so I would never forget.
And earlier, when you talked to Atten about what color and what type of lightsaber you had, This lightsaber you see right here matches the description.
Indeed. A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi. When you turned your back on the Order, it was not yours anymore. I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
Well, you're sounding pretty arrogant yourself right now. Well, I'd really like to have my lightsaber again.
Become a Jedi again? That is a thing far out of reach. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
Yes, I didn't exactly want to fight, but the threat was imminent.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Is the Jedi way to let people be massacred?
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war. And it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way. And you turned on us.
I think the Mandalorians would have fed their lust for war anyway. But Revan and Malak are the ones to blame, not me.
Without you and the other fallen Jedi to support them, to feed their lust for war, Revan and Malak's crusade would have been over before it began.
Then you really didn't know anything about what drove us then.
I know you betrayed the Jedi teachings. All that you had been taught you threw at your feet, crushed them beneath your heel. The Jedi teachings require we examine our actions. Acting without reflection is not our way.
So you were content to just let what happened happen? On principle?
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
Well, there was no guarantee that marching to war wouldn't have saved the Outer Rim either.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
The triumph of pacifism? Surrender?
Do not twist my words. A physical victory is not the only victory, or the only loss.
Well, I don't think we'd be having this conversation if the Mandalorians had won.
You do not know...
If the Mandalorians had won, would the Jedi have fought then?
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Well, I did nothing to you, but yet I sent a lot of hostility.
You see shadows where there are none, and hate where there is none. You are blind, as always. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
I'm looking for my ship so I can get out of here.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you're admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
That was an accident.
An accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking. Putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Yes, if you were there, what would you have done?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet, and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Why is Telos so important?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
You talk about this as if this was intentional.
I have not known you since you left to serve Revan in the Mandalorian Wars. The only question that remains is how far you have fallen. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
It sounds like you've already made up your mind about us, and there's really nothing that we can do to convince you otherwise.
The Sith? What do you mean?
Yes. They came for me on Peragus to kill me, and that's why it exploded.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. And you encountered them on Peragus. But what would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
Oh, but they have. Now you're asking questions.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
Well, if that's the case, then I think you're going to need all the help you can get.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council. The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
Now, what you really want to do here is you want to go with this option here.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there, we can call a council and see what can be done.
Well, if there is anyone who can help us, I will certainly be. I'll certainly welcome their help. I mean, no argument from me there.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove him, Mistress.
Oh, I want to just snatch that lightsaber from her arm. That would be amazing.
Come with us.
Well, hand. I don't know why I said arm.
Are you all right, Mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Oh.
Forgive me, Mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself.
Oh, that's a good thing.
He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, Mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Yeah, you can probably tell I'm not exactly a big fan of Atris. I am, however, a big fan of Atris from the Myst series. You guys know that. Alright, so now we're free to roam around. We got some light side points. It's rather interesting, because the conversation that we just had with her, the entire conversation kind of gets judged as one big light side or dark side or neutral conversation. And the neutral conversation is kind of the one that's sort of hostile but not really threatening, whereas dark side is one where you can kind of argue with her like we did, but in the end you want to get that persuade that we did there. So in the meantime, we can explore this facility, but we're going to do that in the next video. So until then, guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to smash that like button, and I will catch you on the flip side. So take care, and I will see you then.